My name is Daniel Roush, and I'm in Blue Ribbon 4-H, and I live in Lebo.
My name is Kaiser Lehman. This is my 6th year in the Sponsored 4-H Club, my first year in the Bee Project. I live in Westphalia.
My name is Toby Rivas. I'm in Liberty 4-H, and I live in Gridley.
My name is Mackenzie Kruger, and I'm in the Stringtown Bombers 4-H Club, and I live in Burlington.
Okay, so this is William Jackson, and we call him Tiny, and he is our mentor for this year.
And this is a great group of kids learning how to become beekeepers. Thank you very much.
These are the 4-H beehives for the beekeeping project. We chose a place in here at John Redmond Reservoir for multiple reasons. We wanted a location that had a good water source and lots of flowering plants. We also wanted a location that was remote but easily accessible and out of the flood zone. We also didn't want it to be near any fields where chemicals would be sprayed. This made John Redmond the perfect location. Before we put out the hives, we had to build them. We went to my house, where with the help of a couple of our dads, we built these hives. We painted them white with the green 4-H photo around the side. The parts of the hive are the bottom board, which is the floor of the beehive, the deep hive body, which holds 10 frames, and is where the bees lay their eggs and store some honey. Then the super, which is where they store most of their honey. When we extract from here. And then there's the inner cover, and then the outer cover, which protects the hives from the elements. And then also sometimes we put on a sugar feeder to feed the bees when there aren't any flowers blooming. We set the whole hive on asphalt blocks to have better circulation and prevent moisture in the hive.
Okay, so this is the entrance reducer, and what it does is it makes it to where a certain amount of bees can get in at once, and it keeps the mice out of it. And this is a brick. It's kind of obvious. And the brick is here so that the wind doesn't blow this outer cover off and animals can't push off. This is the sugar water feeder thing, and what you do is you pour sugar and water into it, like a mixture of sugar and water, and it's 2 parts sugar and 1 part water. And what you do is you boil the water, and then you put the sugar in, and you mix it all together, and you pour it in here, and then the bees eat it when there's not enough plants to eat pollen.
My part of the Grant Scholarship project was to install the bees. So and we brought them back, but we ended up having to wait 2 days because of the weather. It was very terrible. Then we came back and we installed the bees. We opened the box, dumped them in, and then we undid the cork that has the sugar candy behind it and put the queen in there. We came back about a week later to see if they were doing good, and she was laying brood, and they were. So then we left them for a little bit, and they've done good so far. Some problems that we had with the queens was that they ended up having to requeen because they died for some reason. We don't know why, but otherwise they've done pretty good.
Learned about hive checks. When you do our hive checks, you learn a lot of things about your bees, like if they have the queen or if they're not doing good. I've learned how to tell the difference between hive beetles and normal beetles, and also the difference between brood frames.